Coming straight out of Ecamm. This is a jam with the Ecamm fam. Ecamm fam is the name of the jam. This is a jam with the Ecamm fam. Ecamm fam is the name of the jam. This is a jam with the Ecamm fam. This is a jam with the Ecamm fam. This is a jam with the Ecamm fam. Ecamm fam is the name of the jam.
Hold it, stop the music!
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Can I please have your attention?
Now showtime, are you ready? Are you ready for start time?
Let's find out. Ready, let's go.
Yay! What it do, people? You know what it is? It is time for another master class, and I brought my friends along. Hi, Katie.
Hey, everyone.
Katie was like, why you switch to me? And of course, we brought Christian from Synology here. This time he's not sick. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Thank you. It's good to feel normal again.
Man, I don't know what it is. Head cold is so debilitating. I hate them. I hate them with a passion. I feel like such a little wimp when I have one too. Hey, listen, somebody came to visit us today, Step Brothers podcast, and as soon as I saw that, only thing I could think of was there's so much room for activities. Sorry. That's for the VHS.
Take me back.
Night.
Take me back.
All right. So today we are going to attempt to connect up Katie's Synology, and Christian's going to help her make sure she makes smart choices. You know what? I've set up maybe like 20 of these. I can't tell you that there's a way. I just do it, and then I make adjustments on the fly. But that comes from enough tech experience to, like, if I hit a wall, I can read for a second. So I'm curious to find out what is the Synology way to do it too, because I just press all any kind of buttons.
I'm feeling very nervous for today's episode, as I feel like there's so many things. Usually I do these kinds of things without people watching me, so that when I screw up and swear and throw things and can't figure out what I'm doing and feel dumb, that there's not an audience in front of me. So go easy on me, everyone.
Better,
go easy.
I definitely swear when I set things up. I mean, you have seen me set up a booth. So yes, there'll be profane words. So Neil, hold your head. Because I don't want Neil to get upset. All right, so
too funny.
What's first? Like, what is when someone's doing one of these, Christian? What is the first thing they should do? I know what I would tell them.
Yeah. Well, make sure you have all your pieces. You want everything to be there, obviously. You know, I would say first thing is the unboxing. You install everything into the unit first. You know, make sure you get your RAM in there. You take your hard drives out, put them all in there, install them.
Hang on, I'm opening bags, friends.
The unboxing.
Here, let me.
The live.
I'm gonna put you live, and I'm gonna make little bubbles of Christian and I while we're there, so we can bug you.
Oh, you blocked my. Woo.
Oh, there we go. Sorry. I'm gonna make little Dr. Christian bubbles while you're over here, so that we can make fun of you.
All right. So we can make fun of you.
Hang on.
You
So
want
we
to
can help
change
you.
that?
Sorry.
Help. So for those of you who don't remember last week, and you can always go back and watch the replay of this, we talked about how to choose which device and I ended up with the DS 224 Plus. 224 Plus. The 24 means I'm in the future because I learned that last week. So that's the year. We're not there
You got
yet,
the
but
Alec
join
Johnson
me here.
version.
I got the Alec Johnson future version. And then I have 2 of these guys, which are the HAT 3300 4T, 4 terabyte. These guys here that I'm now putting into my Synology. Let me see. I'm going to go my side by side.
You're such a good person for using Synology official drives.
I know. I'm very official. All right, so hang on. Let me see if I can. I'm playing around also at the same time with my OBSBot Tiny 2. So testing out all the things today. All right, so I have the front off.
Here, I'm gonna try
That's kind of cool. It has this little panel you can remove. So don't be scared if that falls off.
To get some extra RAM as well, because if so, you normally want to put that in before the hard drives.
It doesn't look like it, Christian. What happens if I forgot to do that? Can I add that later?
Always add it later, yeah. It only helps with system performance.
Okay, so I haven't done that, so I've already failed.
No, not at all. Not at all.
All right, so I assume that they go this way, because that's the little dudes on the back there, right? All right, I'm going to stand up and see if I can do this.
Yeah, you'll actually take one of the drive trays out of the unit, and then you'll screw in the hard drive to the tray, and that's how we're going to plug them in. So then removing drives or changing them as easy as just sliding one of those trays out. You got it.
Yeah.
And then with your Synology box, you should have gotten some hardware, a couple of screws as well.
Yep. Oh, I might need my fancy Ecamm screwdriver.
Yes.
Hang on, I may have to get it up. One sec. All right. Let's see what screws these are. All right, on my old people glasses. All right, I'll be right back. Doc can humor everyone while I go get my toolkit. One sec.
Hey, we have the fancy dancy toolkit. All right, so what's really cool is with these drive bays on mine. I mean this one too. Mine has a little key hole that you can lock things in, but that's because it's sort of the bigger server unit. I just realized that I need to dust mine out. It's a little dusty in there, but what I love about these is the side panels. It's really easy to pop the drives in because you just take this little plastic piece off and then you push it in. And then don't breathe that dust, Doc, because you'll sneeze the rest of the show.
Mine don't have any dust because they're new. All right, tiny screws. Tiny screws. All right. Okay, so I have this part, the drive, and a whole bunch of tiny screws.
Other way.
Yes.
And this way.
Other way. Yeah.
Yep.
This
you
way.
got it.
Yeah.
That's way.
All right.
And then on the bottom side, there'll be just a few places to screw in that hardware.
It won't fit because she has the same cage as I have. You got to pull the little plastics out.
Yeah, there's 2 little plastic tabs on the sides of the drive tray.
Oh, okay. Yep,
Yeah.
I see those.
Yeah.
Oh, pull. It says pull. All right.
Yeah. Oh, yours says pull? Oh, they updated it.
Mine says pull.
Mine don't.
I haven't figured out how to pull
Oh, it
yet,
does
though.
say pull. Shut up. I've done this so many times. I've never looked at it. I find it easy to just hold the cage with your fingers, like stick your finger in the cage and then take your thumb and pop the little thing out. Other hand. Because you're gonna bust a nail. Take your left hand. No, that's
okay.
Sorry, your right hand. Sorry, whatever.
Yeah. Hold the cage with my right hand.
Yeah, no. Put your fingers through the holes in the back.
Put my fingers through the holes in the back.
Okay, where your
like
wedding
this?
ring is. Where your wedding ring is. Your hand with the wedding ring. Yeah. Put your fingers through those holes.
Okay.
Yeah. Now take your thumb and
like
push
this.
up, like that. Yeah.
Push up.
There you go. Push up.
Ooh.
You got it. You got it.
I don't understand.
Here, wait. I'll show you how I do it. Because it'll bust your fingernails if you're not careful. Okay, so
I'm just pulling this little tab out. Okay, all right.
Yeah, so
I'm watching now.
See my hand? I put my fingers in the hole like this. I take my thumb and I go.
Oh, up. Okay. Yep. Got it. All right.
And there's probably
Up
about
and out.
30 ways to do this, Easy way for most people, if you're at home, is do what I do, and I have a little spudger. It's a plastic pry thingy for computers, and I use that too.
A spudger.
It
All right.
literally is called a spudger, and I really love that word. I don't know where it came from. Okay, so once you put it in there, then you push the little plastic things into the side holes.
Where are screws attaching? Is this the back that it should look like this in the back?
Yeah, this one has the plastic fit, so you might not need the screws.
Because the side thing should clamp it on too.
Oh,
Yeah.
alrighty. Well, that's convenient. Let's see. All right, but that's correct. The way I had it was correct.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
And they should lock in place and hold the drive.
Oh, I don't want to break anything.
Tell you, that's the hardest part. Is like, is this going to break? Nah.
Hang on, that one's not.
If it doesn't bite, then just make sure the holes on the side of the hard drive are lined in. Oh, you know what? I have a floating hard drive here. Ooh.
Oh,
still
I got
spinning.
it. All right, got 1, 2. All right, yep.
There you go.
All right. My confidence is growing with every snap. All right. No, I take it back. I don't want to break the plastic.
It's pretty strong.
Lined up, lined up. I'm gonna call this "Watch Katie Struggle for 2 hours."
If you look in the hole, you should. Ooh, dang, magnetic. You should be able to see if the hole in the drive is lined up good with the.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's
There you
good.
go.
I just readjusted it. Yeah, all right. Okay, look. Haha. Haha, friends.
See, like such.
See, you, I know, are all more capable than me, so I imagine this will take you seconds. All right, we're going to do the other
for
one.
people at home, when down here on the bottom, you just got to make sure that the drive is all the way flush against the plastic, because if it has any little breathing room, you're going to have a hard time sticking the thing in. So when you push it in,
All right.
make sure
Now I know
this
how.
is
Watch.
at the
Now I can
bottom.
pull fast and easy.
Then
Yeah.
a little
All right.
side piece like this, you literally just put it the right direction and pop it in. And just because I said that, there you go.
Let's zoom in on Doc. Let's zoom in on Doc winning at this for a second here.
I've done this 1,000 times. I'm good at it. I've actually done it so much I can only open one side. Well, I wouldn't suggest you do that because that's a good way to break it if you're not careful.
Don't listen to Doc.
Yeah.
Now that you've invested this money, you want to not break the little plastic things. Nothing makes me more angry than when. All right. Okay. I have them both safely in.
Yeah.
Got
So
'em.
now I'm sliding them back in.
Yes, put them into the unit now.
All right. Hang on. I got to move my screwdriver and screws out of the way because that would be a disaster. And if you're playing along with us at Vlogmas, I'm going to clean up my entire desk space after we're done this because this is a hot mess here.
And Ken and Glenn will come in right after and mess it up. Isn't it so satisfying when you pop them in?
Very satisfying. Yeah.
Marcio, aloha.
All right. I'm there.
Just like that. So
Just like
then,
that.
next steps would be to make sure you have a network cable attached and it's plugged into your modem or router, your networking.
Yes. So we did that beforehand. Let me see if I can show folks this. That's this cable here, friends. You can see here coming around and going into my interwebs. Yep. I'm
That
set.
one
And I had it
the
plugged
power.
in too. Yep.
Perfect.
Got it plugged in.
Perfect. And yeah, power it on. Let's get her started.
All right. Let's see here. We're flashing blue. Is that what we're supposed to be? Flashing blue?
Should be, yeah. Just give it a little bit of time here to kind of wake up, turn on for the first time. And then while that's doing its thing, there's kind of two ways to connect to this Synology unit to start off with. There is to use the web browser and use like it's It's called finds.synology. It's like a web assistant. Or we could
Okay.
download the Synology web assistant application. And so I think that's a little easier. So I would just say go
We can do
to
that.
Google,
Yep.
type in Synology web assistant, or hold on one second.
Synology Web Assistant
It's called
download.
Synology Assistant download.
All right. Oh,
And then it should bring you to the download center.
this is like Doc's favorite thing. All right. All right. I'm in the download center.
Perfect.
Which
and
am
then
Am I choosing
type.
NAS?
yes, you got it.
Now that I know what that means, everyone. So fun question for the studio audience. Let us know what NAS means. NAS. I learned last week. Do you know?
It's, Nasir Jones.
Shh,
He's
don't be
a
cheating, Doc.
rapper from Queensbridge.
All right, I gotta find my model. There I am, DS224 Plus.
You got it.
I guess I could
And
share
then-
my screen, but anyway, this is probably less exciting for you all. So, so for Paul, this is at synology.com/ENUS support/download. You'll find this. I believe in you. All right, download. All right, hold for a second while I'm downloading. And I have a solid blue light now, no more blinking, so we're all set. Let me set this to the side.
And then when you filter, after you do the search results for the 224 Plus, you'll see like some tabs underneath. There's like operating system, and that's what it should be on first. We'll click the desktop utilities tab to download the Synology Assistant then.
Uh-oh, I think I started. I just hit download. I didn't go lower down.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, so then you click right under the DSM 7.2 series, you'll see the desktop utilities tab.
The desktop utilities tab. Let me
Right.
scroll down
Yes.
here.
This one.
And then
Hang
Synology
on one sec, let
Assistant's
me look
going to
at
be
what
the
doc
first one.
says. Oh, hang on. I'm in it. Oh, there we go. I'm just dumb. All right, desktop Synology. Okay, assistant download. So that's the one that I want. Got it.
Yes.
And then I select Mac. All right,
Got
now I'm downloading. Oh, that took seconds. Okay, here we go. I'm installing.
We got that new high-speed internet. Now, hey, Christian, while she's installing
Wow.
that, can you explain what Synology Drive Client is? Because I use it, but
Yeah,
I
that'd be
think that
good.
to me, that's the part that doesn't go talked about enough.
Yeah, so Drive Client, when you essentially set it up, there is packages that we put out for free that you're able to use. As long as you have a Synology unit that's powerful enough, you can use something like Synology Drive. Synology Drive Client gives you the ability to download essentially this package or an application on your PC that connects you with your Synology unit to create shared folders on your PC that automatically sync with your Synology unit wherever you
it's
are.
like
So
Dropbox or Google Drive, but roll your own, which is super
Exactly.
easy. And
Oh, that's cool.
Because if you're
Yeah.
like, I'm going to Japan on Sunday, and if I were to do something like, forget my image, I have an image of my passport that I carry just in case. If I was like, forget it and I needed it to like rent a car or whatever, I can hit Drive Assistant and grab my passport from standing.
That's
in the middle
really
of people.
handy. Yeah.
So yeah, I love it.
Yep.
I use it a lot.
I guess I could share my screen. Do you want me to do that to walk through this?
Yep. Let's go.
All right, one sec. Coming back over here. Synology Web Assistant. Share. All right, can you see me okay?
Yes, let me pop you in here. Wait.
Let me pop this one up here so I can
wrong way to
see
do
you
that.
while I do it.
Here we go. Katie's screen. There it is. Poof.
Katie's screen.
Oh, I know why.
All right.
I never mind. Never mind me. Keep going. I'm good.
All right, I'm gonna hit install. There I go.
yes, so what this does is the Synology Web Assistant will look on your network for any Synology unit. So let's say you had a couple different units, you would see them all kind of listed here. If you have a Synology router, this is kind of how you would set it up as well. But you found the unit that you have, and the first thing it wants to do is install the operating system. So this is what it's asking right now. So it's
Okay, so
the
I'm
latest
hitting
DSM
next.
7.2. You got it, yeah.
Nice. All right, here I go. Okay, so I'm okay to do deleting because they're brand new and there's nothing on them, correct?
Exactly right, yeah.
All right, cool. There we go, guys.
It's actually pretty quick. It's
Zach.
actually pretty quick.
Ooh,
Yeah, it says
we're
it
jumping
says
up
it
quick.
takes about 10 minutes, but it's typically not that long.
Oh, look at that.
Yes, it
This is
shoots.
so exciting.
Yeah, it's super quick. I made the mistake of like doing it and then leaving for a second, and then I got about halfway across the room, and I'm like, wait, it's done already. I had to come back.
All right, Doc, while we're waiting, are there any questions from people coming in or anything that we can help with?
It's mostly Neil and Paul talking to each other like they're friends.
Oh, stop being friends, you guys. No, just kidding.
Nah,
Just
everybody's
kidding.
good. Everybody's good. Nobody's in trouble yet.
No, we're all safe. This is a safe space. It's okay. We've gotten through it.
It was fun. Like I remember, like the party of Paul and Keely, Michelle. I think they all set theirs up roughly the same time. Rich, like we were having like little
Nice.
micro parties, setting them up. Because Synology does make it easy. I will say that if you're not heavily versed in some of the networking words, it will ask you questions that you're not ready for. But
Yeah.
just Google it. Like, because I do it so often, but I still forget what certain things are. So, like, it'll go to pose a question, and I'll be like, what the heck was that? I just Google it real fast and come back to it.
All right, I now have a fun different message that's doing a 10-minute countdown saying it's going to restart my DS224 Plus. There's my little countdown timer. I will say for what Doc just said, we really, if you're going to do this, and we hope that you are, now is a great time of year to do it because we're all in like studio cleanup mode, hopefully here at the Ecamm fam getting organized mode.
We did it in
But you can
December.
always... Yeah, you can always like practice and set this up in the community. So there's literally nothing stopping you from doing exactly what I'm doing right now. Just go live, share your screen, and walk through it step by step. And folks that are on can jump on and answer questions and help. If you feel like you don't want to do it by yourself, set up your own little party into the community. We're happy to walk you through it. I'm going to be a professional at the end of this, so I'll jump on and answer your questions. I'll Google what I don't know.
It's really cool. Another thing that's really handy, I have on my phone an application called DS Finder.
DS
And what-
Finder.
DS Finder. And it's a Synology application that basically allows you, oh, that was different. It basically allows you to see your unit. So I press that, and then my unit over there is going, "What's up, Maggie?" And then I can see it blinking now. And then
You should add you back in. I'm by myself up here.
Oh, we like just seeing your forehead.
Oh, okay. All right, fine.
So yeah. Anyway, with GS Finder now, as you see, like there is my whole Synology. There's a picture of how it is, and I can do things
so
like
fun.
add a user, remove a user. Like if Emma was doing something for school, she says, "Hey, I needed some more space or whatever." Like I can make space for her, whatever. Not
Oh,
that
that's really cool.
Not that she does that, but I have the cool thing I like is Synology has a
Bless
thing
you.
called Quick Connect.
Thanks.
And what Quick Connect does is it gives you a URL that's your URL to your Synology, provided you leave it open on the network.
Yeah.
And so if I hit that, that means from any computer, I can go on your computer and I can type in my URL. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I'll see a whole bunch of people in here leaving me weird pictures of Paul. And I'm like,
Oh, beeping.
so
Restarting.
yeah, so I can just. I don't know why.
Hey, we're back.
I don't know why I decided to do that, but it did. Okay.
It's because Ecamm was feeling like really sympathetic and wanted to restart at the same time as our Synology. So we just restarted. We're fine. All good. We're here. Welcome to DSM 7.2.
All right, so let's embiggen this.
Well, we're in beginning. All right. Okay, so I'm clicking start, I assume. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Woo! All right, so now I'm on the screen here. We have to
got
hide
it.
this while I put in sensitive information. But so I can name this. Like, is there any rule of thumb or anything that I should be thinking of as I'm naming my device and naming my administrator account? I can just pick whatever I want.
Pretty much, yeah. So, like, I have a couple different units. So I name them, my last name, first initial, and then 1 and 2, just so I can identify which one is which.
Yeah.
But really, the device name, it's up to you what you want to call it. And then the administrator account or your username, that's just going to be what you're going to use to log in. So that's something you're going to remember every time you get on. That's, username. And then, obviously, your password after that. And you can set up things like two-factor authentication as well to really secure your unit down. But we can get into some of the security later.
Oops. Where did my suggest password go? There it is. Okay.
Yeah, I like that on Ecamm.
Right.
I can put Katie's browser into witness protection mode.
Witness
neat.
protection mode. All right, I'm almost there. 1 sec. Witness relate things. All right, I'm good to go. I'm safe.
Okay, so Paul, you put username. You put your name plus admin for your admin account. Here's a pro tip. Never put admin in the name of your admin account, because when I go to do a brute force attack, the username is easy to guess. Okay, so say I've decided I'm going to brute force attack your computer, and I know your name is Paul, and Paul in the password is not working, and admin in the password is not working. I have enough common sense to go Paul _admin, bingo, bango, pickle, mango, it works. Now, we're not talking about a person sitting here doing this one at a time. I can spin up an instance of password cracking tools on DigitalOcean, which is a remote computer, and for $5 of elastic reality time, I can run about 3 billion passwords on your account for $5 of online server time. So don't put.
But wait, there's more. If you act now, we'll throw in.
Don't put name /admin as an admin name for anything. I don't even put the word administrator in my admin names. I use words like. Never mind what I use.
Tell us what you use, Doc. All right, I'm in. You can unblur me. I'm into the next screen, which is asking me whether or not I want to automatically install important DSM and package updates only, and that's the recommended one. So I'm assuming that's what I'm going with.
I mean, that's what I choose. When you download and install your stuff, it's just going to keep up to date for you. You don't have to manually go in and update stuff. So, but again, that's up to you.
Sounds good. All right. Create a Synology account to receive more benefits. All right. So this is just an okay. Yep. So I want to do that.
Yep. Definitely
blur
create a Synology.
Through. Access your Synology.
Quick Connect is what you use to access your unit. So you could give your Quick Connect ID to somebody and they'd be able to access your unit only if they have your username and password. But if somebody has your Quick Connect, then what Doc was saying, people can start guessing in or brute force in. So
yeah,
I mean,
so make it smart. So blur me.
Yeah.
Let me think of something clever while we're all hanging out here that I can remember. Is it case sensitive?
I don't think so. Here,
I don't believe it is.
No, it's not. I know it's not because I'm looking at my Quick Connect page and
I'm gonna screenshot mine so I have it saved. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm submitting.
You can always change it.
Oh,
later
I'm ready. Don't undo me later. All right. I'm gonna screenshot myself again here. All right. Okay, let me see if I throw that across. All right, I'm into the other. Explore other useful tools. These tools will help manage your devices, around-the-clock monitoring and protection, support center, DSM configuration backup. Do these tools, you can unblur me, Doc. Do these tools cost extra money?
Nope.
Awesome. Well, then I'm going to go with all of them. Email notification. Yeah. All right. So, Chatty McChatterson. Oh, look how pretty this is.
Is it
That's
nice?
super fun. All right. So, I'm going to continue to ask dumb questions for the audience, not for me. So if I once I'm done this amazing live stream and I'm back in my office cleaning mode and I want to move my Synology, so I disconnect it from the net, I unplug all of the cables and I move it into a I don't know, different part of the studio space over near the coffee maker, let's say, and I reconnect it all up, that's fine, right? It's okay to unplug and move around as needed.
Yeah, absolutely right. I mean, the idea is to just plug it in and have it sit in your, server room or whatnot, and just leave it and connect to it whenever you need. But I mean, if you're setting it up at your desk, there's no harm in shutting it down, moving it to where you need to. Like if you're moving, for instance, you would have no problem moving that unit. Yeah.
And
Okay,
actually,
great. Yeah,
if you're
this desk
gonna
is
leave
covered and stuff.
If you're going to leave it at the office, I would actually
Yeah.
put it in code and circuit next to the modem.
Oh, that's a really good thought.
You never
Yeah.
have
So
to look at it, and it's the shortest haul to the. So like I'm actually, while I'm doing my thing for this December, is I'm taking mine and putting it in my back room because I bought a server rack, and I have my router is a rack mounted server, and I have a rack mounted power supply and switch and the whole 9 yards. So I'm gonna take this Synology and move it back there. Because it's not loud, but every once in a while when it gets to clicking, I just look at it and be like, can you shut up? It's not that loud. But
I'm put mine in my bedroom.
It starts clicking. And because I use 10 gig, like having it to me closer and shorter Cat 6 cable will just make life smoother. So I'm going to move it in the other room. So yeah, you can definitely do that.
Okay. All right. When I end up with like a fleet of Synology devices, I can make my special room as well. We actually have, so for those of you who don't know, so this is the Ecamm Amesbury studio space, but as Doc said, Ken also runs a kids coding school, which is down the hall. That's where all of our server stuff is. And then we also have like an extra couple of rooms off of here. So lots of places I can shift this over to, which will be good, because this desk is not big enough for this, for all the stuff I have on here.
So,
all right.
Matt
So
poses the question: are network switches out there faster than 10, 100, 1000? So yes, exactly what I just said. I have a 10 gig switch. That's exactly and excisely what that means. That means 10 gigabytes per second. Your average router you buy at Best Buy now actually are 2.5. They're not even 1,000 anymore. We passed that 3 years ago. So there's a lot of 2.5s out there. There are some that are 5. And if you notice, when you bought your Mac Minis, anybody who bought a Mac Mini, one of the options were pay $100 extra to get the 10 gig built in. So even my Mac Mini is a 10 gig Mac Mini. All of us MacBook Pros, they're all 10 gig. The iMac, the purple iMac has a 10 gig in it as well. So I've been updating that forever because I have a 10 gig switch. So yes, you can get 10 gig.
And so that question also included, I forget who just asked it, but the question had it. Okay, yeah. At the end of that question, for working in Final Cut Pro, is there a recommendation for?
You have no choice
for that specific use case.
That's the only reason why I built it 10. The regular Synology speed is not fast enough to work in Final Cut Pro. It's not Synology's fault. It's just the way Final Cut works. Final Cut doesn't necessarily like working in the NAS, but there's a way to do it, and I did it, and I do it like that all the time. So I edit directly into my NAS, but it's because I have 10 gig network. So on the 10 gig network, I can move 20 gigabytes of data across my network in like less than 30 seconds, maybe 40 seconds.
Wow.
Like just done. I'm done. All right. Cool.
That's
the
awesome.
reason why I built it, though. I built it for speed because I'm doing video and raw photos, right? You just move a lot of data. So because I move a lot of data, I made it that fast on purpose.
What,
No, that's not a fiber connection, Al. That is still off of Cat 6.
Yeah, all right. That's good to know. So
you can buy fiber Synology, but that's a different pocketbook.
Yeah. Grab your dock-sized pocketbook for that one.
I'm doing that.
Yeah, hilarious. So we talked last week about when we were talking through like how to choose what Synology device you wanted to go with. The fact that I went like budget friendly and got a smaller one that I'm likely to outgrow earlier than the kind of 5-year threshold that Synology recommends. I went against the best practices of Synology. So now that I've just set everything up and I have my username and everything assigned to this particular device, if in like a year I'm like, oh man, Christian was right, I should have bought this much larger Synology and now I need to upgrade and mine doesn't allow me to do too much upgrading within the actual device itself. Can I gift this one to someone and keep my username to transfer to a new device, if that question makes sense? if I phrase
Absolutely
that
right.
correctly. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, what you can even do is like when you get the new unit, you can use a migration assistant. You can just transfer all that data from the old one to the
Perfect.
new one.
So it's like a phone.
You could
Yeah.
reset it. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. It's up,
Okay,
up to you,
cool.
but yeah, you can definitely keep your username and transfer that around to whatever unit you need to.
Awesome. Okay, great.
And
Perfect.
yours is a plus, so you could always buy a 5-bay extension.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
With
That's
the
right.
naming convention, actually, for the unit that is the 224,
Oh, that's right.
the name says it.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
although
I
it's a
forgot.
plus because of the 2, that means it's
Yeah, it's not
maximum.
right. I was thinking
Yeah.
she had
Okay, I thought-
724. My
okay.
bad. My bad.
Okay.
No
All right.
worries.
You're trying to trick me, Doc. I see what's
I'm
happening.
sorry. I was thinking it was a 724. I'm sorry. I told
No,
you
it's
when
all
we were
good.
at NAB, Christian showed me the 724, and he was like, "This is dope. You should get one." And I was like, "I got one."
Yeah.
But it's bigger than that.
I got one. All right, so I'm here in the in my what looks like a dashboard, looks like a computer desktop. Is there anything? I guess I should do this install now. The securely access and share files.
You
menu?
could if you
Yeah.
want to. So these applications, you're most likely going to use. I mean, Synology Photos can back up all of your photos from your iPhone or Android.
100%.
You know, you could
Let's do
have
that.
the Synology Drive server is what your like drive is going to be essentially. So that's how you're going to share files,
Let's skip
access
this
things
one.
remotely.
Service optional,
And this is for
I'll
you
come
to
back this
decide
one.
later as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Extended warranty. You can add an extra 2 years of warranty to get to a total of 5 if you want to. I think you have like a certain amount of days to add that on. I want to maybe say 90, but I'd have to get back to you on that.
All right. And then I guess so. I could walk.
You really
all
move
right.
farther than this because you need to start creating a place for storage now. Essentially what it's done is it's only downloaded the operating system. You created some logins so you can view it, but now you have to create your storage.
All right. Well, we're getting into next week's topic, though. So, do we want to start this now, or do we want to wait and pick this one up next week?
I don't think you should turn it off until you finish making your pool.
Okay. All right. So let's do this. Start.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because this just creates your storage pools and your volumes.
Okay. Great.
So-
I'm in. So, configure storage pool property.
Yes. So for your unit, since you have 2 hard drives that are both 4 terabytes, there's not really a reason to go with SHR because we can't
Okay.
add an expansion for that unit. So now
Okay.
it's if you want to use a RAID 1, so you essentially have 4 terabytes of usable data in 1 hard drive for protection. So if one hard drive goes down, the other one takes over and you don't lose any data because it's kind of
So
the
that
data's
sounds
mirrored
wise.
between.
Yeah.
RAID 0 means you have 8 terabytes of usable storage space.
Okay. More
But if
space,
one
less
hard drive
protection.
goes
Less
down-
space, more protection. Yeah.
Yeah, one hard drive goes down and you'd lose everything because how it works is it kind of stores the data across both hard drives to get you faster
Got it.
speeds,
Okay.
but no data protection.
So we probably want to do the RAID 1 then
I would definitely say
for
RAID 1.
protection. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Oh yeah, look
Got
at
it,
this.
and-
This is the description. If you don't have Christian on on your
Yeah.
live stream, you can read this description. All right. Do we need to add a storage pool description? What does this do, and where do I see
It's
this?
just optional if you want to give it a name. Like in the instance somebody has a unit where they have a bunch of different RAID groupings, they'd probably want to name them, keep them separated just for helping them remember what's what.
Can you talk me through like what the RAID groupings are, like, or give me a couple different use cases for them?
Yeah, so let's say, if I had like a 12-bay unit, I could take
Mm-hmm.
all 12 hard drives and put it in there and create one RAID group. So essentially, if I did a RAID 6 on 12 hard drives, I would have 10 usable hard drives and 2 hard drives of protection.
Okay.
What I could also do is take that 12-bay unit and do 2 6-drive RAID groupings of RAID 6. So essentially, each RAID group of 6 drives would have 4 hard drives of total usable storage space with 2 hard drives of protection. So there's ways that you can, in your unit, separate things to create more protection
Okay.
across different storage pools.
All right. I'm wondering what. I guess I'm probably like in my mind. It's so if what I'm creating on the mass majority is video and photos, those are what take up the mass majority of my space and likely to continue that way. Would I have a pool that is just videos? Like, would I call a pool video? No, that's not a thing.
I would say, for users like us, we don't really need to separate. We don't have like a bunch of different departments that can't really cross communicate and things like that.
Got it. So I
would
probably
just
don't
say
need to name
create
this
one.
then.
Yeah, or you could even say something like my storage, or like all storage, or primary storage.
Oh yeah, primary. That sounds better.
Mine is called Tatooine.
I know. I was gonna say I didn't want to give your stuff away, Doc. That yours are all Star Wars themed.
It is all Star Wars themed, but it's okay because they can't get through my security, so I'm cool. I would give you my freaking password. You probably can't type it in.
It's probably true.
Yeah,
I don't think I would have the desire to try to bring. I would be overwhelmed once I hit it, which I know is not a word for you, but I would feel that for.
Yeah, I name it and stuff like that just because it's just helpful for me to manage hierarchies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then so I have no problem in showing you, for instance, my master is called Tatooine, and then the breakups of the different spaces I have on the volume are Hoth, Mandalore, and Naboo. So
nice.
Hoth is where it's cold storage. It's funny as shit. Like all of the stuff that's cold storage, which means I'm probably never going to need this, but I want to know I
but
have
it's there.
it.
Yeah.
Right. It lives there. Right.
That makes sense. I like that.
And then Naboo is where I keep all of my bigger
crazy things,
creations, photos, like the whole 9 yards, right? Yeah, my crazy things, right? And then Mandalore is like my basic catch-all. That's my happy place.
Okay.
You know
right, well,
so
now
like
I see. I understand both your storage and your approach to your fandom.
Yeah. So funny enough, all of my computers, right? My littlest computer is Grogu.
Yeah.
The Mac Studio is Mac Rebo. The old iMac is Darth Sidious. The new iMac is Darth Vader. Like this, it has a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like it. Now I regret. So this brings up another question, Christian. Now that I've failed in naming my things correctly, can I go back and change my names at any point?
You can change anything in your control panel later. For the storage, maybe you would be able to. Off the top of my head, not too sure on that one, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Just curious. I'm confident with my decisions, but just in case.
Yes, when we go to...
in case I get clever later. Yeah.
Yeah, when we go to our trade shows, we usually come up with like a theme of what we want to do, or name all of our devices there, so we'll change everything up. And
I love that. All right. So I'm assuming that I'm clicking both of these drives because you need at least two, and I have two.
You got it.
So
yeah.
there we
so
go.
we try to make it straightforward, but you still have to click the things and do exactly what it tells you.
Do I need to do a drive check? It looks like it's
they're brand new drives.
Skipping. Yeah.
They're brand new drives, but I mean that's up to you. It's entirely up to you.
Okay. Well, for the purpose of this, I'm going to skip.
What will do is if it does a maintenance check and it finds a bad sector, it writes that sector off and it does the Men in Black thing. It removes it from your memory. So the machine is smart enough never to try to write in a bad sector. Bad sectors are very, very rare nowadays. Hard drive manufacturing is so much better than before.
Storage pool 1, RAID 1. All right, look at that. Look at this beautiful capacity. All right, modify allocated space. What do I do here on this
Just
screen?
click that max button. Since we're not creating a bunch of different storage pools, so you're not trying to split anything up, just max it out. Give it all to your storage so you can use all of your entire usable storage space.
Alrighty.
No, your volume description is where you name a clue character.
Oh, all right. All right. Professor Plum all the way. All right.
Thanks.
Well, so now I got to go back and rename it all clue stuff.
I understand. I'm just
Darn it. All right, now I can do that.
For the win, homie. I'm setting you up for the win. Christian, Katie has a clue room in her house, and it's freaking dope.
I do.
It is
I do.
so
Oh, yeah?
dope. Yes, it's super
If anyone's
dope.
looking for ridiculous gift ideas for me for the season, clue-themed stuff is the way to go.
It's so
All
cool. Like when I first saw it, I was like, "Oh my god, this is the most awesome thing."
Yeah, quick aside, my house was built in the 1700s, the early 1700s, and it's got this like screened-in porch on the back, And so the second we saw the house initially, we're like, that looks like a conservatory. And because we jokingly called it the conservatory, it felt like it needed to be Clue themed. So we're slowly.
So your master unit could be called the conservatory. That's how you do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can go back and name it, but this is how I would do it.
Let's start this episode over.
Right?
I've done it wrong.
The master joint can be the conservatory, and then as you make individual pockets to store things in, then you can do the library, the study, like you know, whatever.
Oh. You guys, this has become way more fun for me now that we can think through naming conventions. All right, here we go. So we're going next because we're running out of time here. Okay, so select a file system. What is
Always
BTRFS stand for? What does that mean?
That's a great question. Off the top of my head, I'm not too sure. I would have to get back to you on that.
It stands for B. This is the right file system.
Okay,
Yes.
got it. I like it.
Yes, if you don't use BTRFS, you can't use a lot of the packages within the Synology unit, like the sharing features, the file collaboration, the backup. So stay away from ext4.
If I'm not like a spy or as cool as Doc Rock, do I need to encrypt my like if I'm like hella boring and don't really have a lot to offer the world as far as cool things people want to steal? Is that you would think you think I should encrypt it anyway?
No, I didn't encrypt mine because
okay.
I was under the impression it made it slower, but now
good question.
On the Apple, File Vault is no longer slow. It used to be in the Genius world. We would tell people never do that because it was really slow. I don't know how fast Synology encryption is. I don't mess with it.
I don't know. Yeah.
There's information I can send, but there is a bit of a performance hit in terms of it.
Okay. I'm not important enough. I'm gonna go to the next one.
I say if you have 2FA, then somebody's got to have your username, they got to have your password, then they got to have your phone, and then they can log in. There's like so many steps, and encryption just adds an extra level because you can not only create like the encryption password, but you can have an encryption key, like on a little flash drive or something, and use that file to unencrypt stuff. But
now we're getting into hackers and Matthew
scary
territory.
Yeah. Scary message though, right? So I'm confirming the settings, and it now tells me that all the data on my new. That's fine.
Yep. Because we didn't have anything yet.
Okay. All right. Just a warning, guys. It's okay. There's nothing there yet. It's okay. We're hanging in there. Oh,
right,
it failed to apply my settings. Oh no. Maybe it's my
Just click
internet
OK
connection.
and click apply again.
All right. Here we go again. Hey everyone! Look at this, December. We're making progress.
So you're good. It's so awesome.
That's it.
Kate.
All right, and I'm really excited for next week. So Doc is going to be in Japan. So Christian, I think it's just you and me next week, and we're gonna organize files, which is my favorite thing to do, and also I feel like I never do it correctly and it's a ton of time. So I'm really excited for your advice on how to not screw this up as we start over. So
yeah, yep.
You're like, okay, great. Well, take some notes.
There's a lot to it. I mean, it's a task for sure, but once you get it done, you don't have to worry about it again. Everything, once you set up all these backup tasks, which we'll get into later, I mean, they automate itself. If there's ever a time you need to recover any file, you accidentally delete something, you name it, you can always just go back, and it's super simple. So it's just setting it up that takes the time.
Awesome. Great. Well, we did it. It wasn't as scary as I thought it would be. Good job. Good job, Christian and Doc, making it friendly.
You got straight to healthy, so that part is cool. Christian said, did you get memory for your machine? Did you buy a memory chip?
I must not have, because I have everything here, so I'm gonna have to go back and do that.
Oh, okay. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I can.
But don't worry, because B&H ships like that. It'll be here today.
It's super simple.
Yeah.
And the main thing is, now I wouldn't say I did this on purpose, but it's happened before. I've been in the middle of setting up, a master 12 bay, and it just all went to pot because, I don't know, I missed a step or skipped a step or whatever. You know what? It is not that hard to go back and just have it pretty like how you want it. And then you put stuff in or if you do stick stuff in it, don't delete its master until you're sure that it's cool in the Synology and my Synology is the way I want it. So I have completely set up Synology, moved over a bunch of data, luckily did not kill the masters. I normally don't get rid of them. I normally just take them offline and put them somewhere in the closet and keep them. So I have a room stacked full of hard drives. But as we were in the process of doing it, we realized we just set it up all kinds of ways wrong. It wasn't working with the workflow because we were setting this up for a place where we're editing like 4 different editors, using the same machine, things like that. So like 2 weeks later, Mikey calls me up and he goes, "It's working, but I think it's not as fast as it should be." I was like, "All right, I'll come over, I'll check it out." So I go over, I'm looking at everything, and I was like, yeah, I did something wrong. So scrap the entire situation and start all over again. And it's time consuming, but you don't have to worry about, I'm going to do something that's going to completely mess me up. And then the other thing that I did was when I was configuring something with the remote access, I did it all kinds of backwards. And I ended up calling Synology, and somebody came on the phone and was like, "Oh, we're going to SSH into it." And if you don't know what that is, I can't help you. I SSH into it.
It's magic.
I fixed a couple of things, and it's just basically terminal into it, and I was able to get it the way we want it. So, support is really, really good. You have your Synology account online now, so you can always log into it from there if all things go crooked, like happened to me. And it's really easy to start over. So don't panic, if you're setting it up. Now, once you have it set up and it's running and you feel hella confident, you can just move everything to it and feel gravy. So I picked them because their support is awesome, and the place that I came from, support was horrible. That's why they're out of business now.
Yeah, you got to stay with the team that backs you up.
Yeah, it's crazy. Somebody in the group, I forgot who said it, said, "Oh, they bought their first." I think I bought my first one back in like 2009, and they said they had bought their first one like earlier than that, like somewhere in the early 2000s.
That's awesome.
So it's been around for a minute.
This was so easy. Thank you so much again, Christian, for hanging out with us on this series. I'm like feeling more and more empowered. I'm getting there. Now I'm like, oh, now I need to buy like a whole bunch for my home, for all all my backup ideas. But
that's exactly where I'm at. That's exactly where I'm at. There's always the next one. I want to get the next one, and
yeah, we've been talking.
I want to build a family one at grandma's house, because everybody is out here running around without their stuff probably backed up. And here's the thing, when they lose it, guess what they call to come and try to get it back? And I'm like, I bought you like backblaze, I bought you all these backup things, and they just don't use it because they think that they have to do something. And really it is, you just have to remember to turn it on. And so it's something comforting about knowing that, if in Japan I dropped a hard drive or something, I still have all my stuff, like nothing's missing. It's all there. And, you're gonna love photos. Photos is great. And then when we get into packages, just remind me to remember to tell you to get Universal File Viewer. That's the only one that it's a must for everybody, because Synology will show you blank dots, and as Mac people, we're used to seeing cute icons, and so that one really helps you see. It helps you see files that it's a network drive. It's not looking to show you the file preview, but with the app that they have lots of cool apps. Yeah, you'll see.
All right, we'll do a bonus when Doc gets back, and he can walk us through that one.
It's fun. I'm just excited for you to play with it. You're gonna have a blast. So, guys, first of all, Christian, thank you so much. I'm so happy that you're feeling better, because you don't want to, walk around sick. Not during the holidays. That's the worst. And thank you for helping us out. I'm sure that our family is gonna start playing with their Synologies. And everybody, don't forget, jump in the Discord or Facebook group if you have any questions. There's a bunch of us out there that have them. Myself, Paul, Keely, Michelle, I know off the top of my head. Rich has one. Gretchen has one, I believe. So yeah, go in it. Even Glenda has one. How about that? All right, so everybody get in and start messing around. If you have any questions, you know where to find us. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, everybody. And I was about to say Flow Riders out. That's the whole wrong show.
We can Flow Riders out on this one.
Everyone.
Bye, everyone.
See you.
Come